Hi, I'm Jason, one of those vegan guys, and I suppose the question really surrounding all of this is, what do you do with yourself when you create music and you're a songwriter, but you've had a break from it and you don't have a huge amount of time to put into it? Fluctuating motivation levels. Anyway, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. I'm pulling my songs together. I'm starting by pulling together everything that I've got. I don't want to bore you with the details, but really now kind of at the stage of sort of crafting. Got lyrics, got melody, got guitar parts. So as I'm working through these songs, my obvious thoughts are, okay, what's the bass guitar gonna look like, sound like? And of course, does the track want some drums? How would the drums work on this? So yeah, lots going on. I'm just gonna work through stuff over the next day or two, see what I can pull together. Hopefully, I'll show you a little bit more over the next day or two, and keep my fingers crossed. That's all I can do. Hope for the best.
Stuck on the rinse and repeat. Look in the mirror, take a seat. It's time to get real, so here's the new deal. Don't burn the only town you've got for a simple meal.
So I'm not ready to go into full-on recording mode yet, nowhere near to that, but what I have got is some gadge. I've got my phone, I've got an amplifier, I've got my electric, and I've got the iRig 2 running on Bandlab, I think it is, on the phone is an app, so it just allows me to get ideas down and tinkle with a few different effects and just have a play around, basically. So, day two. Yesterday was just kind of pulling everything together. It's kind of, I was thinking about this, it's kind of proof of concept in my own head. It's like, right, I've got these songs, or I've got the bare bones of these songs, and it's kind of like pulling it together, getting all the ideas together in one place. That's why I'm using Bandlab on my phone, because it's just a really simple little software to allow you to just multi-track. Multi-track is just basically, as it sounds, just being able to lay one track on top of another and start to build up a song. What I thought I'd do just briefly today, I've tried my best not to be distracted. Fluctuating motivation levels. After I'd had something to eat, I was like, oh, I might watch an episode of Red Dwarf, and I was like, no, just get set up, try and get a little bit more done, just, you know, even if it's just a couple of hours a day. So yeah, I thought I'd also just briefly just touch on, I mentioned yesterday the app that I'm using, the iRig 2. Obviously I've got my amplifier here, my guitars. So, really old Fender Squier Bullet bass, made in Japan. Really old, I've had this 20 years. My Washburn D10 electroacoustic guitar, and my Washburn Electric, which I bought off a friend of mine called Craig many years ago for 35 quid, 35 pounds, English pounds. So that's my main kit. Now I'll also just mention I've also got a Boss BR800, which is another multi-track recording device. I'm going to get some more playing done, get some more tracks laid down, and hopefully just start to build my own confidence in terms of I can hear what the end product sounds like, but whether I've got the skills and the confidence to actually lay all those tracks down. There's a lot of moving parts at the moment in my head. So anyway, I'm gonna crack on, do a little bit more, and yeah, just sharing my thoughts and my feelings during this process with you. Such scorn we've seen before, and it's sweeping through me, sweeps right through you, and still sweeping our heart, our hearts in all of it. Our hearts in all of this, and it's just like old times, trenches, woodbines, what we have now, we're crying for. Okay, it's all coming together. Manual, messing around with ideas, messing around with drum bits and bobs, bits and things. But it's starting to get some flavour to it. Just like a storm, such scorn we've seen before, and it's sweeping through me, sweeps right through you, and still. Okay, So I think I'm gonna call it there for today. I've kind of focused in a little bit more on one song today, and I'll probably do something. I'll probably do another 2 tomorrow. It's getting easier the more that I do, and just being able to mess around and get some basic drums down on here is helping as well. Rather than using loops and things, just to kind of manually put the drum beats in. I prefer that myself. I'm old school in that way, even though I'm kind of using some tech. So yeah, all is good. A little bit of self-doubt creeps in now and again, but I'm pretty happy with how things are coming along generally. So yeah, I'm going to probably pack up soon, tidy things up a little bit, and pick this up tomorrow for what will be day 3. And maybe introduce you to the Boss BR800. So anyway, yeah, I'll pack up and I'll pick you up soon. Bye. Hello. Looking at all the fancy things. It is day 3, and despite occasional distractions from Isis, the lovely fur baby, I have busted out the Boss BR800. I'm going to actually try and get something recorded today. See you, kid. Fingers crossed. So this is the Boss BR800. I'm learning as I go. I did use one many years ago, but it's been a long time. So I'm just going to try. I'm just going to have a dabble, see what I can do. And just try and get something recorded, actually try and get some vocals down today as well. I am my own worst critic. If I'm not happy with something, I'm not happy with it, and that's that. So, let's try the BR800, let's get some tracks down, and see how we get on. This feels just like a storm, such scorn we've seen before, and it's sweeping through me, sweeps right through you, and still. A quick check-in while I'm eating some noodles. It's just coming up to 20 to 2. I'm sweating a bit. I've been singing a bit. As has been pretty consistent throughout the time that I've been doing this, up and down throughout the years. I'm not happy with my vocal, and until I'm happy with my vocal, I must continue. The downside being, of course, that the more times you record a vocal line, the more fatiguing it is to this underused and underutilised instrument. Anyway, I wanted to just share that with you. I'm going to finish the rest of these and try and get a bit more done. So, yeah.
It's just like old times, trenches, woodbines, what we have now, we're crying for, worth fighting for.
Dilemma, and I thought I'd share it with you. Some of you may be interested, some of you may not, but I'll share it with you anyway. So one of my songs is in a different time signature, so rather than it being a standard 4/4, like 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, which all of the drum stuff on here does 1, 2, 3, 4. It's in 3/4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hence, just show you. So, anyway, I can't get it to play a rhythm in 3/4 to accompany me, because it's very important that I'm playing in time, because I'll either use the drums that are built into this as part of the track, or I'll lay down live drums. But either way, if I lay down live drums, my playing will need to be in time. So I'm just sharing that with you. It's just a dilemma. I can't figure out. I'm assuming it does do 3/4 rhythm, but I can't figure it out, so I might have to do a bit of a Google search and see. Anyway, back to it. Okay, day 4. Slow and steady. I tried to record some vocals yesterday and I wasn't particularly happy with them, so I'm going to try and do a bit more today. But I'm kicking off with just reviewing what I did yesterday with fresh ears, basically. So I'm pretty pleased with how this came out. Point of reference, no song titles as yet. And I've got headphones that are pretty decent, Sony headphones, for having a proper listen to things, plugging them in and having a proper listen. But I'm also reviewing just plugging the BR800 into an amplifier. I am aware, of course, that it's a mono speaker. So it's just really just to kind of get a feel for what it sounds like actually coming through a speaker rather than through the headphones. But in an ideal world, I'd be in a studio, of course, and I'd have studio monitor speakers, which would make things a little bit easier. But this is just how I'm doing it. So just speaking and touching a little bit on the actual songs themselves, because I've not really talked about them. I haven't used a huge amount of symbolism and metaphor in my lyrics, because for the most part, I want people to really easily understand, or pretty easily understand, what it is I'm saying and what I'm trying to get across. So, having waffled on, I'm going to continue to just review. Really pleased with how this bass part has come out on the song that I was finishing off recording yesterday. Really pleased with how the bass part has come out, particularly on the chorus, because I've not played bass for many years, I did play bass in a band at college for a year or so, Yesterday's Dreamers. But it's been a while. But yeah, have a quick listen to this. Where are we? It won't sound great 'cause it's coming through the guitar amp. Just fast forward it a little bit. So, I could just sit here and carry on listening to stuff. I'm going to have a quick listen to song 38, which is one of the other ones that I started recording yesterday. I did record a vocal track on it, but I'm not happy with the vocal. I think this is it. The voice, it's a muscle. Use it or lose it. And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Unlike Paul, who sings all the time, my husband, I don't sing enough. I don't work this muscle, you know, all of this. So I've kind of got to practice and sing, and then get to the point where I'm ready to record the songs. It kind of sounds a bit daft, but it's almost like figuring out how to sing the songs that I've written, how best to sing them, the phrase patterns, where to breathe, how much power, crescendos, decrescendos, you know, soft and loud, hard and soft, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, I'll crack on and see what I can get done over the next hour or two. So yesterday I was having problems with the beats on the BR800 and not being able to get a 3/4 beat, a 1 2 3, a 2 2 3, a 3 2 3 4 2 3. So I've used the trio pedal, which is basically like a robot AI. So it kind of like listens to what you're playing and then auto generates a bass part and a drum part to accompany what you're playing on guitar. So I have played into the pedal, allowed it to listen to the riff, that one. That one. So I've got a beat, and I'm now going to try and record the guitar part over the top of it for this new song. So yeah, I just thought I'd let you know, and let's see what we can do. Piss. I'm fairly happy with that. So we can get some vocals down. Finish the rest of this, of course, first. Vegan corn, ham sandwich, bit of mayo, marge, salt and pepper, packet of ready salted Seabrooks crisps, clearly marked vegan. It's not a lunchtime taste test, of course. We've been here before, it's the same old story where we're stuck on the rinse and repeat. Look in the mirror, take a seat. This feels just like a storm. Such scorn we've seen before. We're fighting for more. Okay, so I'm going to call it for today. I've put 3 vocal tracks down. This is day 4 of 4 in terms of allocated time for working on the EP. I put 3 vocal tracks down today. I'm not particularly happy with any of them, if I'm perfectly honest. I'm happy with most of the music that I've done in terms of the instrumental stuff, but I'm not massively happy with the vocals. So here's what I'm proposing to myself, is that over the next week or so, I'm going to devote some more time to actually just practicing my songs, practicing actually singing them, getting my voice back to where I'm happy with it. And then I might just record the vocals again. I've got 2 other tracks that I want to record. I've got one that I want to actually record properly that I've done a video of that's on the Those Vegan Guys channel, but that's my most recent song aside from these ones that I'm working on, and that's Sick, that I wrote during the pandemic, but it fits. And then I'm hoping to put a little secret track on the EP, which will be a continuation of track 4. I'd like to put a secret song on there, which is hopefully, if all goes according to plan, going to be a short little cover of a song with the lyrics switched up. And I'll say no more at this point, just in case it doesn't come off. But I'll just keep filming these little snippets, pull it all together at some point and do a behind the scenes EP work video type thing. So I hope you're enjoying it so far. Like I said, this is day 4 of 4 at home, just in the living room doing stuff. I know I've got a challenge ahead of me in terms of mastering the stuff on the BR800 and actually getting it off onto a laptop or something in like MP3 format, but I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. So for now, I'm going to call it there. It's been enjoyable. It's been an enjoyable experience. It's been frustrating. I had to record a bass part for one of the tunes about 6 times today because I kept messing it up. So that's a bit frustrating and it's a bit tiring. But yeah, no, that's it. That's it for now. So I hope you've been enjoying it, and thanks for checking it out. Thanks for checking this out, checking my music out. Who knows when the next snippet will come, but I'm not going to waffle on anymore. I'm going to leave. So goodbye for now.
Look into those eyes.